It was announced that FX is working on a second and third season of the show Shogun. Now, this isn't necessarily the most surprising thing considering the reaction to the first season of it, but it is a little bit unexpected because the showrunner behind it previously said that they only planned on it being a limited run series. That's why they were following the book that it was based off of, and they ran the whole course of the book in the first season. So anything moving forward will be more original, but still the show was successful. So as long as it's successful, they want to continue on with it. And it looks like they're kind of exploring those options to see what they can actually do with it moving forward. It's official, FX and Hulu are preparing not one, but two more seasons of breakout drama Shogun. The Disney-owned network said Thursday that it is teaming with the estate of author James Clavell to extend Shogun for 2 additional seasons. The company noted that both seasons are in development, meaning that a 2-season renewal depends on how the creative comes in. On the one hand, I am excited to see a continuation of Shogun because I really enjoyed the first season and I'm curious where they're going to take the story from here. It's been a long time since I was excited each week for a new episode of a series, so I'd want to see more of that. But at the same time, the first season actually had the benefit of following a book, so they had kind of a framework to go off of. So the quality of the new seasons moving forward will be contingent on the quality of the writers that they actually bring in, but I do think I should be able to give them the benefit of the doubt on this one, or at least be cautiously optimistic, because they really could have easily screwed up the first season if it wasn't handled right, and they stuck the landing on that one. So I could be a little bit optimistic moving forward. A writer's room is being assembled and will open in the summer to explore a continuation of Shogun beyond Clavell's original novel. Shogun's creatives, including co-creators, executive producers, and writers Justin Marks and Rachel Kondo, executive producer Michaela Clavell, as well as star and producer Hiroyuki Sanada, are all involved with the development. So it's not 100% confirmed yet whether or not this will be renewed for a second or even third season. This is all contingent on whether the network likes the stories that they develop that they're going to be writing this summer. But one thing that did get leaked out fairly recently is star Hiroyuki Sanada was signed off on a deal that he would return to the show if they were going to continue on with it. And also, in addition to that, we got this information that came out recently. The leak was timed to the deadline for Emmy's submission to the TV Academy, as FX was tasked with determining if Shogun would compete either as an ongoing drama series or in the limited series category. And this is all award show stuff, because when you're submitting your show for awards, they have to say whether they're going to be in a drama category, which is an ongoing series, or if it's just going to be a limited run one, because obviously those are different categories. Sources say FX did submit Shogun in the drama categories. If that's true, it does sound like they plan on continuing with the show. I do believe they can change their mind and decide that the story for it that they've developed isn't good enough and cancel it from there. But I think right now they do have the intention of renewing it for a second and third season, which is why they made this announcement, especially since the show was really popular. It says in this article right here that it racked in 9 million streaming views across the debut period for, and that's on various outlets like Hulu, Disney Plus, Star Plus. Of course, these numbers are being reported by Disney because they're the parent company of FX and Hulu. So you should take it with a pinch of salt, because they do have a tendency of kind of exaggerating their numbers in order to paint themselves in the best light. But I think we could rest assured to know that this show was still very popular, because it obviously cost a lot of money to produce and they're wanting to continue on with it. So I don't think they'd be doing that if it was just an utter failure, especially since in recent months it's been announced that basically Disney has been trying to pinch pennies and cut costs, because what they've been doing in other outlets, like with the Star Wars shows and the Marvel shows, haven't been working for them. So they're trying to cut back on that. But something like this, they want to continue on with it because it's something that connects with the audience. And this was also kind of echoed by the CEO of FX, who was saying that they are willing to actually spend money on shows if it connects with audiences. In February interview with The Hollywood Reporter, FX CEO John Landgraf said he'd be open to making more pricey programming if Shogun connected. It depends on how successful it is and whether there's an appetite for it, he said. Ultimately, the audience gets to decide whether it's something they want. And that's really the way things should be. And I can't believe that it's such a novel concept these days, but still, I mean, giving the audience what they want is something that eludes a lot of studios, but apparently they've understood that here at FX, because they're like, hey, if the audience likes this and it makes us money, then let's just continue giving the audience what they want. Now, whether they're going to be successful remains to be seen, because a lot of studios seem to fall off a cliff in their second and third season of a show. Like I've seen lots of times where the first season will be awesome, then it really goes downhill after that, especially when you have a situation like this where they're deviating from the source material. But like I said, I think we can give the writers the benefit of the doubt on this one, because the first season, like I said, I really enjoyed it, and they could have messed that up, but they still stuck the landing on it. And as you can see from the scores on Rotten Tomatoes, 90% for audience, 99% for critics. So this is something that I think was really good. And while I might not necessarily be 100% optimistic about the second and third season, if they do indeed continue with it, like I said before, I am going to be cautiously optimistic, because I do think they have it within them to actually pull this off. But let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. Do you think they should continue on with it, or just leave well enough alone? And if you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date with the latest in entertainment news. And if you can, click that like button and share the video, because it helps out with the channel. Thank you.